Hi, I'm Sandy Shaner. This is my little biker belle, Carly, and I'm with Carly's Cause, and today we're sitting down once again with Ron Klein, who is an advisor on the board of advisors for our nonprofit organization. And we have had some developments go from the very beginning, Ron, when you taught me how to set up a nonprofit, how to set up the accounting, and how to be smart, daring, and different, and do things that would definitely defy the odds. We ended up teaching an entire community in San Diego that iPads can be used as a form of communication, and also to increase dexterity and finger movement and brain contact. And look at her. To this day, she's still able to
and attention span.
Oh yeah,
she
can focus on that. She actually focuses now for like 15 to 20 minutes on a task. Before it was 30 seconds. Next we move on to music therapy, putting together our Beatles tribute band. But now we have something a lot bigger. So everything up until this moment has been preparing me for the news about Carly's recent diagnosis, which is DDX3X. It's a genetic mutation that affects mainly girls.
Mostly female children.
And I'm here asking some advice and encouragement from our advisor, Ron Klein.
And what we're looking to do now is expand the knowledge that this has become an epidemic, because it has increased tremendously just in this one local area. And if it can increase here, we know that it's going to increase across the country. And we're looking for support so that this becomes more well known to the general society and public.
Absolutely. So currently there is identified 350 cases worldwide. However, the comorbid conditions that are included in DDX3X include intellectual disability, autism, epilepsy, many more, scoliosis, hypotonia. And I have been doing research paper after research paper trying to figure out what's been going on with my own child as I attend college to get a degree. And I'm seeing that these comorbid conditions are everywhere. So it's just a matter of testing. That's what I really believe on. I believe it's a matter of testing. The test back in 2014 when it was recommended to me was $25,000. And insurance didn't cover it, and how was I supposed to pay that?
It's still too much of an unknown, and it has to be studied a little bit further, because one of the derivative functions from this disease is autism, which is so well known in the community. But that's just one fragmented disease of the DDX3X overall mutation.
Right, and to think that we can bring it all down to that one thing, a gene. So the way that I understand it is that girls, they have 2 copies of the X gene. Boys have 1. Well, 97% of the cases discovered are all girls. I'm sure you can imagine what has happened to the boys. They just didn't make it.
The boys just don't make it.
They don't make it. So it's a misspelling at the point of conception. They call it de novo, meaning it's new. It's not environmental. It's not because mom got vaccinated or did drugs or ate gluten. That has nothing to do with it. It's at the point of conception, something went wrong. A misspelling in one of the copies of the X genes. Instead of a G, you have an A. Yeah. And if you're like me, a musician, and you're in a band and everybody's playing a G, and then this guitar player over here comes in and plays an A,
it's going to turn heads.
It's going to turn heads. It's not going to work. The band is going to sound horrible, and that's kind of like my own musical understanding of what's happening inside of her brain. And I'm watching my child deteriorate, and I can't stand by and do that. I have to stand up.
You must take action.
I was told, I think I told you this story once, that I had this woman who was a bit eccentric when I was very young, but she gave me some good advice, and she said, look, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall several times. You can land on your knees, or you can bounce off your butt and land back on your feet and keep running, knowing the best is yet to come, and keep running for that. And I've taken that advice here. I've just got this diagnosis December 27th, and within 1 month I was like, okay, I'm going. I'm putting her in every research. I'm I'm going to do something. I'm going to bring about change. And I'm calling on people to kind of support this. What is rare disease anyway? Rare disease means science just finally found it. It doesn't mean it's rare. Autism has been around, I believe, for centuries and centuries, but we just discovered it and gave it a name in the 40s, right? So DDX3X is something in the year of 2019, from 2014 to 2019, that has a name. Just like the autism cases back in the 40s, they just had a name, but now they call it an epidemic, right? It's never really been an epidemic. It's just always been there, and science has caught up.
Sandi, do you feel that just from the little bit of knowledge we have now, that it's not caused by any fuse or food input or food consumption?
I'm going to question everything because you told me to do that.
Yes.
I never shut my mind into no position. I'm like, let me research that. However, the research funding right now is so limited because of the word rare. I don't believe it's rare. I believe we need to identify the cases by getting those genetic companies to support us in lowering the test price and let Carly's cause. My goal is to raise $1 million this year. I'm going to use donated real estate. We're having a concert.
Yes.
We're going to get Ron. You're going to come back to the concert?
Absolutely.
So we got Wayne Nelson from the Little River Band performing, and quite a few others that I can't. They have to tell me their tour
And
commitments
Sandi is
first.
quite the performer with Getting Groovy. So the concert really can raise quite a bit.
Yeah,
And
it's at
in
the Belly
general,
Up.
Great interest.
We're doing the Beatles White Album. Well, most of the White Album, and our goal is 50,000 there. And then going right into LA and repeating the concert, right into San Francisco and repeating it there. Another component is donated real estate. If there's somebody who has a property that's, well, face it, there's 3 types of property, right? There's good, retail,
Right.
bad, investors, ugly, nonprofit, right?
Exactly.
Donate it.
Exactly.
We'll find something to do with it. We'll get cash and we'll help little kids, you know?
Well, we'll turn around and interest the investors.
Yeah,
Right.
right. Send a cleaning crew to go in there and fix it up and just make
Absolutely.
it bad instead of ugly.
And make it an assignment or a for-profit.
Yeah. So, what is one thing that you could say to people maybe watching this video? It's going to be on our website. There's a lot of background noise. Sorry about that, guys. We are at Secret now.
Yeah.
But what is something that you can advise people to do to open their hearts, maybe get involved?
Open your heart, because giving at this point, you never know how it can affect one's family, and the possibility is there. It is, at this point, epidemic, and it's something that has to be researched so that we can nip it in the bud early on so it doesn't manifest itself in something larger that we can't handle. So please consider doing something. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love the sound effects from the background.
Yeah. Okay, and
She enjoyed it.